Yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 211. We are back with an absolutely incredible review to quite possibly the greatest UFC Noche event ever. I think that's what everyone's kind of talking and what's everyone saying coming out of that event, you know? From the lights and the cameras and the quality of fights and the fighters and
I don't understand why your favorite way to start off this podcast regularly is with a lie.
I mean, it's top...
first 5 seconds, I'm a lie.
It's top 3, but it's not 1 or 2.
Hey, top 3, I could agree to that. UFC Noche number 3 in the books. This one, heading into it, we all knew what was up. It was easily the least amount of effort the UFC has put into one of their Noche events so far. As you said, it is only the third one, so it's not like they've had a whole lot. But from the first one, actually putting a title fight on it, the second one being at the Sphere, having 2 title fights on it, just, such bigger cards, such more meaningful events. But this one...
Like, if it had just, plateaued, you know what I mean? Like, instead of having a drop...
Yeah.
that would have been fine, but...
I mean, to be fair, it's having 2 title fights at the Sphere. No matter what, we were going to get a fall from that. You know what I mean?
But this was a huge one.
Yeah. But either way, in the main event, headlining this absolutely incredible event. Some are saying the best event of the year. I know somebody was saying that yesterday. That's a fact.
Go on.
Someone says it after every event, just to troll.
Diego Lopes versus Jean Silva in the main event. We got some answers, or got some questions answered.
Got some answers answered for sure.
Yep.
That is,
Got some answers questioned,
Yes. Second round, 4 minutes, 48 seconds. Diego Lopes gets the finish, spinning back elbow to ground and pound, gets it done. TKO over Jean Silva. What was the most surprising thing about this fight for you guys?
Jean Silva from bottom was absolutely horrendous. I expecting it to be that bad.
Fair.
But I was expecting
after
him
watching Roofy and everything, as soon as I watched it played out, it was just it was why we questioned the ground and the grappling and stuff, but it was just it just very, very much felt exactly like what Roofy experienced, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like he didn't have answers, he just had explosiveness. And that's been enough for him leading into fights like this, because you're not at the highest of level. You have guys that cannot deal with pressure the same, whatever it may be. But now you're against somebody who is an incredibly high level grappler. Like, that is their thing, is on the ground.
Yeah.
You can't just explode out of position. It's not going to work like that, I guess good for him for, certain moments being able to spin out or, but it's going to exhaust you for one.
Yep.
And for two, it's you're just leaving yourself open for so many different things.
Yep.
But because obviously round 1, it probably was scored a 10-8 if this were to have gone to a decision. Total domination from Diego, because that's all Jean Silva had, was trying to explode out of things. But total strikes 50-10, significant strikes 43-10. Diego was landing such nasty elbows from the top. That was really what was doing it.
It was the first elbow he landed once he got in mount that cut him open on the top of the head. It was just...
Yeah, it had his head so swollen it looked like it was dented. He was definitely looking to fuck him up. This wasn't I'm going to try to get the sub. I'm just doing what I have to. He was letting it out there I'm going to fuck you up. And then in the second round, Jean Silva was doing better, even when he did get taken down, getting right back to his feet, because it's Diego went 2 for 3 on takedowns, but only had 42 seconds of control time. Jean Silva was definitely landing big shots. He was touching him up, but Diego, he looked stunned for a second, but he was eating them and continuing forward, doing pretty well. There were definitely moments where it's like, Diego, what are you doing? Like, you need to move your head. You need to get out the way. You need to stop walking forward into these giant shots. But then, yeah, Jean Silva overextends. And like you said, with the back elbow, just turned around. Like, Jean Silva kept going for elbows and they weren't really doing too much, especially against someone that's taller and longer. But yeah, Diego goes for the spinning elbow, lands clean, and just drops him, slices him open, blood everywhere, ground and pound finish. It was done.
Bro,
like,
that when he landed that, and because it's one of those things where, you know, there are times where it's like someone can like get hit with something and then like they're in a grappling scenario or something, and it could be like a minute and a half later and it's like you see blood and it's just like there hasn't been nothing for a bit. Like, where, like, how is this person bleeding? Where did that come from? The way that not even seeing Jean Silva's face and just like getting the behind angle because he dropped
and
right
just
away.
Watching the blood come out.
Just everywhere on. It was just like, holy fuck, man! Like, where did that land? How big of a cut? Like, it
huge
that
red
was
mask.
insane. Yeah. Then the ground and pound afterwards when Jean Silva got up, like, bro, that it was so swollen and but like it was crazy how much damage accumulated so fast on that side of the face with the cut and everything just from the finishing sequence, you know? Like,
no,
100%. Also,
and then it's like, even like sorry,
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and even for saying that, like, you know, Jean Silva was doing good in the second round, like he actually landed 2 more significant strikes than Lopes did for as long as it lasted. And Diego just looking fine, maybe a little bruise here and there, but it's just
like a little scuff or something. But
like Jean just looking destroyed and Diego just happy as can be.
But also, went to go look for the official judges' scorecards. Not single judge gave that first round a 10-8.
It's so wild, man. Like, what was the control time on that?
The control time was 1 minute and 58 seconds. He got 1 for 1 of takedowns, and then the total strikes was 50-10, thrown 86-20.
I don't know why. It did not feel like it was just 2 minutes. It felt like it was the whole fucking round.
I feel like it's because of how much he did while he was on top that it did feel like longer.
I know you said that, and like honestly, I was expecting you to say like 4 minutes and something because like you said, it felt like that was the entire first round from just off of recollection, not, you know, watching it again. And yeah, I mean, to be fair too, of fucking all that waiting afterwards to get to the fucking Canelo fight. Oh my goodness, that was a whole but yeah, that is crazy. That was only 2 minutes to control time.
But even then,
like
that's almost half the fight. That's 30 seconds off from half the fight. The amount of damage he just did to Silva anyway, or that, it was just like, But I could see it not being a 10-8 just because of the fact that, there was another 3 minutes where he was somewhat competitive when it was on the feet during that first round, but like most of it was the ground game.
Yeah, I want to say it's because the start of the round, naturally, when you have 2 high-level guys, started out a bit slower. And like, you know, like I want to say the first minute, it was just like a couple of calf kicks and stuff like that. So it was like once it started going, that's when Diego really took over. And I feel like that's why it felt like a 10-8, because it was like nothing. And then Diego, you know?
Yeah, because it was like, that Silva kind of doing his thing of just like talking and just like making his faces and bullshitting, you know, and like you said, Diego was just kicking at the leg, and then it was off of a spinning back kick. I'm pretty sure
spinning back kick, got the back take, took him down.
It like easy picked him up, fucking tossed him like, and then.
But when you're off balance on one leg, it's real easy to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, that was because obviously there was just a bit of beef between them, you know, a little bit of bad blood heading into it. So I know for Diego to especially fucking Noche, you know what I mean? Just everyone in the crowd, like that was what a way for him to cap it off for just all the Mexican fighters. Obviously, you know, being Brazilian, but representing Mexico big. That was a great way.
Lasted into 4 minutes and 48 seconds of the second round, got fight of the night, and Diego doubled up with a performance bonus as well.
Which was kind of surprising when you told me that yesterday. I was just like, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I get it and I don't. You know what I mean? Because it's like, obviously, for as long as it lasted, it was a great fight. And I'm not sure where else I might place the fight of the night. But
honestly,
Yeah, honestly, just looking through the card again,
opinion?
I don't know what else to give it to, honestly.
I mean, if you want my opinion,
Yeah.
more like fight. If it's we're gonna say like we take out fight of the night and give it to someone else, it would have been my pick. Probably would have been Rafa Jared Gordon, but I was thinking more on the performance. Leave them with fight of the night because it was the most exciting, like out of everything, and then just giving that performance bonus. Personally, I would have given it to Hernandez.
That's fair.
Hernandez, and then honestly, like even the tough finale or fucking
the tough finale as well.
But it's just like there were a couple fights that it's like you could have just done performance bonuses like they have done in the past, you know? But it's not that I don't understand. It's just I don't know. And you see them guys on like the earlier parts of the card, and they're not making as much money. It's like, bro, throw them a bonus because they performed like
exactly.
Like
yeah.
But
it makes way more of a difference for them.
And then yeah, like you said, like with the finish, the one thing I want to know, because obviously, like Diego, walks away, celebrating, then comes back. I don't know if he was gonna, just say, good fight to John Silva, what happened, or what he was going to do. I want to know what happened between him and John Silva's corner, because they started getting into it, and then when John Silva gets up, that's when he like does the push or whatever, tries to like the Diego Lopes. I just want to know what happened there.
What I'm going to assume is because I didn't see Diego go to his corner prior to that. I just saw him kind of like celebrating and then go over. And it's one of two things. He either went over to be like, oh, like good fight, brother, or like told you so, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? And talk shit. One of the two, and obviously his choice of words. And I feel like either way, Jean was just emotional. He just got beat the fuck up in a main event, biggest fight in his career. And whether he was salty because Diego was talking shit or salty because he was lost and didn't want to like show that same grace and just reacted that way. That's just what I assumed. And then Diego just went to his corner like, fuck you guys.
No. He was like, Jean Silva like was finished basically in his corner. So when he went over and he was talking shit and he all of a sudden like the corner was yelling at him, he started yelling at the corner, and when he walked away, that's when Jean Silva pushed him. Like he was already in his corner.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, I saw Jean Silva push him and I was like, I don't know. It just felt like a shame, because it's like you lost, like whatever, bro. Like everyone still loves you. You're still exciting, but it's just like that little thing of like relax,
Yeah, and it's like you said, I'm sure there was just like a lot of emotion and shit with it, because you saw that it's like he was extremely upset, looking like he wanted to cry, and it's like because it kind of looked like he was arguing with the stoppage a little bit, like after like but it's one of those things like obviously you're fucking done.
Yeah,
bro.
that was a good stoppage.
And it's just like it's like just wanting to keep fighting, just upset that he lost because first loss in the UFC, been on a good roll, just finishing everybody, you know what I mean? And then it's like you said, it's like all of the fighting nerds has lost this year, so now he's just like watching all of his teammates lose, and now it's him, and like you said, biggest fight, big moment, all this, and for him to go out like that, it's just like damn, like I like no, like I just want to fuck, and so if he went there fucking and was just talking shit or something, then he was probably just like fuck you, and just it's like you said, one of those things where it's like, all right, like it's all good, bro. Like you don't have to. It's like it is what it is. Like just you want to see, like it's always nicer to see fighters just humble in defeat, humble in victory, But like it's also like I get it. They're fucking people. This motherfucker barks at fucking every. You know what I mean? Like, are we that surprised that he fucking gave him a little shoved after there were much shit talk, and he just got knocked the fuck out on Noche with probably the entire crowd chanting, like it's how many people gotta fucking think.
How many times have I said it that like we're expecting people that go out there and get punched in the face for a living to be reasonable and stable people. The fact that there are so many that are is fucking insane. But to your point, it's the man that barks at people, hangs onto the kicks, and you're gonna be surprised that there's like a lack of stability there. Like we know what we're watching.
Did you guys not see that Bruce Buffer introduction?
Oh my God.
Like, come the fuck. There should be no shock in anything that this man does. It's just one of those things. And it's just like, it's
bad sportsmanship, but it's not like he's a horrible person doing horrible things.
Yeah. It's like it's like this isn't like football or fucking baseball or something. Like these aren't college athletes. And when we get college athletes like Bo Nickel or something, we make fun of them because they don't belong here. And that's MMA. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like it's it's just one of those things. Let him be salty.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be
as long as you're not out here doing, pulling a Paul Daly to Josh Koscheck and like walking up like pretending to be humble and then throwing a punch.
That's fine by me, brother.
Great storylines, entertainment.
Should have just done a
I'll
rematch.
just-
You know what I mean?
That gets you banned for life.
Yep. But yeah.
Storyline.
Either way, though, just absolutely incredible for Diego Lopes to bounce back, and just and because it's like I know that we just like me and you have talked about a bit where it's like with Jean Silva, it's like you gotta be serious and locked in and everything, and like me being like, oh, the games are gonna catch up to him, and it's like I don't really feel like that was a factor in this one as much. It's like first round, maybe you could argue of like, okay, he's just like fucking around, not taking shit seriously, and then he just throws that, gets caught for it, like whatever.
That's
but
what I was gonna
he was just being by the better guy, like
right. And so that's what I was gonna say with the spin kick specifically, is that I didn't take that as him like the normal type of like playing games like he does. But I do think that it showed his lack of respect for the opponent in front of him.
Oh yeah.
And this will be a good learning lesson for him, that it's like, no, bro, you gotta respect the people in front of you. And I mean, even to the point of after the fight, he said it, that it's like everyone in the Fighting Nerds has lost. Me, Mauricio, and Caio are all coming off of a loss in the past couple of weeks. We need to get together, lock in, and like have a conversation and just, train to do better, which is always really good to hear, instead of I need to get right back out there and show that I'm the best in the world and I just had a bad night. Like, they're like, nope, there's a problem in the camp and we're about to fix this. So I'm excited to see what they can possibly improve on with their willingness to actually improve,
For sure.
No, yeah. Bring in some high level jiu-jitsu guys for Jean Silva and Rufy. Bring in a striking coach and a wrestling coach. Either or for Caio.
Is Ian Gary going to be the bridge between the Fighting Nerds and Shuto Box? And they're going to go
I didn't even think of that.
They're going to go over there to get their wrestling and grapples up.
That'd be pretty awesome, honestly. But one funny thing that I did just think about too is with the 4 Fighting Nerds all losing, the 2 heavier ones and Carlos Prates and Caio both lost decisions, and then Mauricio, Rufy, and fucking Jean Silva both got finished in the second round. The later ones. Yep. So just a funny kind of thing of just realizing that, but yeah, it, like you said, it's a good thing to acknowledge that it's like, hey, we all just lost in pretty bad ways and everything. You know what I mean? Like other than Prates, like that just was like bad game planning.
Well, that was bad game planning on top of it being short notice replacement to a higher level fighter
from 3 rounds to 5 rounds.
So it just
there was a lot.
That one was the most reasonable out of all 3 of them in terms of why.
For sure, but if he doesn't make those excuses for himself, it'll probably and not that they're excuses, they are genuine reasons, but I just mean in the sense, if he doesn't pick at those reasons, it'll be better for him, because then he'll actively work on no, I need to do this, rather than just be like, no, but this is why,
Exactly. Focus on the things that you can change, not the whatever circumstances of that fight.
And there was definitely bad game playing in it, because it went from 3 to 5 rounds, so he felt like he needed to conserve his energy, and obviously, in his next fight, did not try to do that and knock on what, the first round? End of the first.
But yeah, so just either way, see how the Fighting Nerds as a team in general bounce back. And everyone's obviously screaming fraud check to all of them and everything right now, but it's like they're all still they all got, other than Caio, got pushed so quickly into their positions and into everything. Let them cook. It's fine. They'll be back. Obviously, it's not going to say that they're all going to become champs or number 1 contenders or top 5, but it's
but
literally all of them
people do.
Yeah, and it's literally all of them have made it into the rankings. That, how many gyms can you fucking find that it's they got 4 fucking people and literally got all four of them into the rankings, and then like started like expanding, and obviously, but it's like that's not a fucking very common thing for some random gym that pops up to do,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But yeah. But for what's next for both of these gentlemen, I want to start with Jean Silva.
Yep.
Because we were talking a little bit about it before. And for me, I would just love to see a fight between him and Steve Garcia. I feel like that's a nice step back. Go from number 2 to number 12. He's ranked number 10. It's going to be a banger of a fight. Steve's on a nice streak. So it's just it's a good test to see who's able to get it done. It's going to be a banger of a fight. Somebody's getting knocked out. And I feel like that would be a fun one.
It's not that you're wrong at all.
Yeah.
It's just my issue with it is that we saw an issue in his grappling.
Yeah.
And a setback to like, set back your competition, get a good win or whatever. But it's like, it's just a striker.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like if, I don't know, like the good progression for like himself and like getting different looks wouldn't be to go out there and like fight the guy that went on like the longest knockout streak or one of them when it was active or whatever dumb shit. You know what I mean? I understand like the setback for sure, but I know Ginger brought up Pitbull or even someone like David Onama where they're like more well-rounded, but they can definitely like strike on the feet. So it's not like it's an easy Jean Silva just go out there and knock him the fuck out. But like, I feel like it's obviously the step back. They have good striking for him, but they also have good wrestling, but it's not Diego Lopes style grappling or like level grappling, where I feel like one of those two might be better as like a step back rather than just a pure striker where it's probably going to be a first round knockout on either side,
Yeah.
And I understand that it's a great fight and it's going to be super exciting as long as it lasts, but I'm not sure that that's like the right direction for him,
I get it. I guess for me too, with that, it's one of those things of like, you showed like a clear flaw in the grappling. So it's like, you need time in the gym to cook, So it's like,
no, for sure.
Probably like in my head, it's like, okay, if you went out there and lost bad to like a specific style, probably shouldn't fight someone with like that can implement that style right after, I feel like just for even a confidence thing, all that, but like
the only reason why I feel like it's like, because I get that for sure,
but I do see what you're saying, that like that is just a smart way to go about it,
because it's like if Jean is like say gonna sit out for at least a few months, you know what I mean, rather than the back-to-back fights he's been having. This is the longest he sat out because it was like a timing thing, but we know he would have been back sooner if it wasn't a matter of big fight and we want you for Noche. So it's like, assuming that he's going to sit out for at least 5 months where he can work and just work on some things. If his next fight coming up is a striker, I get your point, but then it's like they're just going to be back to working striking and kind of put that shit to the side because, they're only going to need it minimally for this guy. But it's like, now if you're going into a fight with either Pitbull or Onama and it's like, okay, we've been working on this, now we're putting in a camp and we're really drilling this, and now you're going to have your test, and it's such a step back in the level. I mean, not so much Pitbull, but you know what I mean, older and all of these things, that it's like,
that's fair.
That's
a good point.
And that's exactly why I was thinking for that fight as well, especially like with a Pitbull, because like champion from a former champion from another organization, all that, like has the experience, but isn't like the most he can be devastating, but isn't the most devastating of strikers. Like he can hurt you, he can finish you, but is also someone who tends to fight more on the back foot, like, and then pressures you once he hurts you, type of fighter. I feel like that's something that would be really interesting to see with Jean Silva. Also, with you speaking on Steve Garcia, I'm just like, Arnold Allen is looking. Steve Garcia is looking for a fight.
Brother, I'm fucking. That's fine too. Like
that's a fun fight.
You're gonna fucking hit me with the proposition of fucking Arnie and Steve Garcia. Hey, I'm. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get no disagreements from me, brother.
Yeah.
Good fight.
Yeah.
Good fight.
But yeah, and then for Diego, obviously, he's got some options, right?
Yeah.
It's all depend on the title picture and how the UFC wants to go about it, and just who's gonna sign on the dotted line against him. Because it's like, obviously we know that fucking Yair is probably going to be like the most fun, like, biggest fight,
but the least likely to take that fight.
Yeah,
least
so
likely to sign. Yep.
So it's like, yeah, we'll see if, he ends up deciding that, whatever, just how that goes. Because it could end up just being one of those things, too, of like, he's already been in that situation of getting cut from the UFC for like having problems and shit. So if they're just like, yo, bro, you're fighting Diego, you're out. You know what I mean? Like, you might just take that fight.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, you got Yair, you got Aljo.
Aljo did throw his name in the hat.
Yep. Which it's like, just
good
like,
for you.
Yeah, risky business for him.
He's like, I don't have beef with Diego. He's not going to beat me like that. We'll have some fun grapple exchanges. He's not trying to cut my head off with elbows.
Yeah.
Busted open like a watermelon.
But then Movzar, I feel like a rematch with him that's at this point is one that would make sense, be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like those are the real 3 options for Diego at this point.
100%.
No, yeah.
With Yair barely being a real option.
Yeah.
And I feel like because there's other names live for that it allows him to have that wiggle room of not getting cut for not fighting him,
Yeah.
Because I feel like if that was going to be a threat, it would have been the threat for Noche, but they had somebody else to get in there,
Yeah.
And now they're not going to need Diego to fill in a fight night, like to headline it and be a big name for them right now.
Yeah.
That I think that he's probably safe in not having to sign for it.
True. Fair point. But yeah, great main event though. Absolutely awesome. Both of them definitely deserve some little extra money for that because very good fun. Co-main event though, what a fucking
what a
M.
surprise!
Night Shyamalan type twist to this one. You know what I mean? This was fucking brother.
We
0%.
got ourselves a new bantamweight.
Yeah, man. 0% of me ever thought that I'd be saying motherfucking David Martinez went out there and basically just styled on fucking Rob Font in the striking for 3 rounds straight, man. Gets himself a unanimous decision win. He looked damn fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Fast on the feet, great kicks, great movement. Just the timing, just everything, man. For your second UFC fight, short notice switch up of opponents to co-main event of Noche. You're a fucking Mexican fighter, so just all that pressure, and to go out there, do that to Rob Font, ranked still top 10 bantamweight division. God fucking damn, man.
No,
Sorry.
Sorry, because I was just gonna say, it's like obviously all we knew from him was the one fight that we saw where he knocked Simon Oliveira out in the first round. And then looking through his record, he has a couple decisions. He even has a couple late finishes from when he was a champion Combat Global in the 4th round. So it's like it shows that he can go and has those finishes, but it's like it's not no fucking Rob Font though, It's not.
Yeah, it's not on the level.
Right. Somebody that we know where he's at. We know that striking is his thing, and where he really gets caught up is like getting taken down and controlled, or like, he can get hurt, but like nobody's ever finished him. And you're over here getting a lot of knockouts. Are you going to be able to keep up with somebody like Rob Font? All of these things. And hell yeah, he could. Like you said, styling on him. He went 115 total strikes out of 210 to Rob Font's 49 of 158.
Yeah.
He had Rob Font striking at a 31% rate. He had him, not even landing 50 fucking strikes. Like, that's crazy. And he had the cardio to keep it up for 3 rounds. And in the 3rd round, looked like he had Rob, hurt.
Yeah.
Which, again, isn't new. But it was still like, damn, is he actually going to get him out of here? Like,
no, it's just crazy that with everything, and it's like obviously watching looking good, but it's like it beforehand to think about it of just all these things that it's like, okay, maybe just the moment he some moments for himself or everything, whatever, but it's like after 3 rounds of putting up all that work and everything, that it's like in the final closing moments, he's the one come on. Trying to fucking get it going, landing the big shots, and like you said, hurting him, looking like he might get bro
in the
crazy.
3rd round is when he threw the most. He landed 50 of 105 strikes in the 3rd round.
Insane.
27 years old. He is a small bantamweight, but he is definitely a solid bantamweight for sure.
Yeah, man.
5'5".
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
a little short for the division.
Oh yeah.
But it is what it is.
But hey, we've had. I mean,
he's 27.
Mm-hmm.
Give him 16 years, he could end up as a heavyweight.
So true.
I'm sorry, the whole thing. I just the 5-5. I just
I think this guy might have a longer reach than the other dude, though. But you know, yeah, that's.
But yeah, I'm sorry. What were you gonna say? That
I don't dive. That
I'm
threw my
sorry, my
whole
bad.
train
My
of
bad.
thought
Well,
off.
I'll say then, it's just crazy that in Rob Font's last wins and losses, his wins being Adrian Yanez, Kyler Phillips, and John Matsumoto. John was short notice because that was supposed to be Dominic Cruz, so that wasn't
Yeah.
the same as Kyler and Adrian, where they're like, these prospects just moving up and Rob just shutting them down. And his last losses being former champ Figgy, about to fight for a title, Corey, Cheeto, and Jose Aldo in his last 4 losses. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And that's going
Yeah.
back to 2021, where it's like, shutting down these guys coming in, losing to the guys at the very top, former title challengers. Yeah, thank you. And it's like, here you go, David Martinez, like you said, short notice because Raul pulled out, and easy work.
Like, yeah, man. This was like, it was just like
number 9, Rob Font.
Yeah, like it, like to go from why the fuck did they do this? Raul's about to get stomped,
and I still believe Raul would have got stomped.
Yeah, and to, to just get that opportunity and could very easily and probably should have a ranking next to his name come Tuesday morning.
Yeah, that would be sad if he didn't. It's like he looks so good in there, and like I said, he's number 9. So even if you wanted to put him at fucking a 12 or some shit,
Yeah, for sure should be in the rankings, and that's where it's like, with fucking Rob, man, it's obviously he's on the older side, and one of those guys that's hung around for a while. Like you said, he's been beating all the up-and-comers, only losing to former champions and title challengers. It's like now, especially with this being just short notice, and I mean, it was like a very different change in style for him as well. So like, that's one thing, but it's like, I just
feel
wonder...
like he's old enough and experienced enough that if your style changes from a grappler to a striker, that I know people have different styles of striking, but I feel like that's something you should be able to adjust to.
Yeah, and especially as like a striker himself, like,
and that's what I mean. Like being like that, striking is his style. It's not grappling, where like that's obviously going to be harder. It's like that is your base.
Yeah,
you are experienced. This is what you do. That it's like it should be easier to adjust to something like that short notice 100%. Than going from a striker to Raul.
Yes.
So that's where I'm just like, I just wonder, like, one, if he's even still in the rankings. I would assume probably, but it's like could end up at like a 15 type shit or something.
14 or 15
is
like, where I'm thinking.
It's like, I just wonder if this is just kind of showing like, all right, the decline is actually here. You know what I mean? Like,
got to see him in his next fight, because then I feel like that'll also show how good David Martinez is,
Not the decline of the New England cartel.
They're old.
Calvin Cater already out of the rankings. He's potentially going to be out of the rankings.
Yeah, bro is 38 years old now.
It's like, bro, they've been in the fucking rankings at this point for fucking like 7-8 years. You know what I mean?
They've been in them for a while.
A fucking damn long time. Like,
they've been doing their damn thing, but getting to the point where it's like, all right, old man, time to ride off into the sunset.
How many times we gotta keep teaching you this lesson,
old man?
He keeps teaching the lessons, though. This is the first one they were able to hand out.
He kept teaching the lesson. The teacher has now become the student.
But so we'll see just how much longer Rob decides to stick around, what he does next. But great win for David Martinez, though.
Gonna ask about, obviously, you guys want to talk about like what's next for potentially David Martinez, or what you would at least like to see? Because I was gonna say for Font.
I think me and Jimmy said it yesterday with David Martinez, but who do you want for Font?
Font, I was gonna ask, do you think it's a good idea to have him fight like a Peyton Talbot?
I almost feel like Peyton Talbot needs another fight before he gets himself a fight like Rob Font.
Yeah. It's a bad fight for both of them.
Yeah.
No, fair.
And even if I could see Peyton winning,
like he definitely,
I just don't know how I feel about like so quick after the Jaime Barcelos. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he needs one more still.
No, yeah,
No,
because
that's
it's
fair.
like he can easily end up being the first one to finish Rob Font with how he fights and how he strikes, and it's like you go out there be the first one to finish Rob Font, he's fighting a top 15 person next, and that just shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But
All
yeah,
right, perfect. So Rob Font versus Bryce Mitchell next. Got it.
I mean, honestly,
it's not a bad fight.
I'd really be perfectly okay with that. Because it's like
It's
obviously
just funny.
Because it's like Bryce did, like, he obviously struggled with some of like the striking against Saeed, took some big shots, got hurt, but was able to withstand it, use his grappling to get it done, and win over a decision. That's like obviously Rob's weakness has been the grappling. He has really good boxing, and it's one of those things where it's like sometimes like if he's really like above you in the striking, he can put some hands on you to end up hurting you. But it's like he's not a dangerous striker like that, Yeah. So it's like that's honestly a really good fight for both of them. I like that one. I feel like that's perfect. Because then that's just like the perfect test for Bryce. It's like, yeah, you beat Saeed but struggled. Now it's like, okay, can you beat an older Rob Font? It's like you get that done. Now it's like, yeah, back end top 15 type thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real good. I like that. And for David Martinez.
Vinicius.
Yep.
Banger.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Same, because it's like I don't think that Vinicius belongs in the top 15. And I think that David Martinez is going to be able to prove that kind of easily. And obviously, like, I could be wrong because I haven't seen enough from David. I mean, I feel like I've seen enough with this fight.
Yeah.
But it's like Vinicius has great power, but he is chinny and he doesn't have great cardio. And like David Martinez, he's a striker, he's going to go out there and fucking just, bang with you. He has cardio. He seems to have a chin on him. And I feel like he's just going to end up knocking him out. He's going to put on a pressure that Vinicius is not going to be able to hang with. And it's going to be like, oh, okay, wait, maybe Vinicius shouldn't be fighting Corey Sandhagen, because I saw some crazy matchups for him after his last fight. And I was like, bro, did we see the same thing?
Yeah.
Because we clearly have two very different takeaways. Like,
pump the brakes.
Like, honestly,
and he's so open. That was the other thing, is like the hands down all everywhere, all
I truly believe Martinez could knock him out in any single round of the fight. Like, it's like he can, because like you say, he's just so open that he could just run into something round one, get finished, or like you said, the pressure and the pace that Martinez is going to put on him, it's like he could end up getting tired by round 2 or 3 and get finished because of it too. Like that.
Yeah.
That is such a rough fight for Oliveira.
Yeah.
But it would be fun though for as long as it lasted.
It would.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also obviously back far enough where it's like he beat number 9, beats number 12, you know what I mean? That it doesn't like throw him into the top at a 2-0, 3-0 guy, where it can keep a nice progression for him on the back end and not throw him into the highest level so early. Which I know that he beat Rob Font, so it shows levels, but still.
But like beat number 9 on short notice. All right, we'll give you a full camp. Beats number 12, who a lot of people have high expectations for. All right. And then fights someone like if Mario Bautista loses, you can have him fight him. If Marlon Vera, who's
he's fighting Amin Sahabi.
He could fight the loser of that, winner of that, whatever you want, depending on what happens.
Cheeto, honestly, if he beat Lockdog, like Cheeto, like that type of the name in the area, I was thinking,
But it's like, there are those people in that area that are good progression, where it's like, if you're beating these guys, you absolutely deserve the top, whether you're 4-0 in the UFC or So
just like 8, 7, 6 is Mario, Marlon, Figueiredo in that order. Any of those guys, really, even if you were to beat Vinicius, like, would make sense.
Yeah, 100%. And bro, it'd be kind of crazy. It's like, imagine this dude ends up like 5-0 in the UFC, and literally all of his wins are top 15 opponents. And I know it's gonna be one of those things where obviously Rob is gonna be like the one to age out like fastest, but it's like when was the last time like we fucking, I don't even know if like I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that just like came in and it's like, like got a good streak like, you know, in like all ranked fighters, because like the only people I could like kind of think of, it's like Yuri, you know what I mean? Like he came and beat two people.
Gaethje, Royval, like those types of people.
Well, even with Gaethje, he did.
Michael Johnson was a top 15 fighter at the time.
Yeah, but like what? He lost like his fucking third fight or something like that. Second fight.
Oh, true.
Like,
sorry, I was.
Yeah. He lost his second and third.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and that's where it's like like a good extended streak where it, because it's like, yeah, Kayla obviously, you know, too, with like 3 wins and like that's really good. But like, yeah, it's
also you're forgetting. Like, are you just saying in general because he did have a debut fight against?
True. Yeah. I forgot. I honestly forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, hold up.
I thought you meant for the most part. I thought you remembered, but then it's like, you have your debut fight, but
yeah, I honestly forgot about that. Never mind. Great win for David Martinez. Moving on to fight Rafa Garcia, Jared Gordon. That was a good one.
Yeah.
KO, you know?
Yeah.
Apparently Jared Gordon got hit by a car yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
On Friday, yeah. That's why he was wearing the knee.
Imagine getting hit by a car and you're like, shit. Still got to fight though.
Yeah.
Bozo.
That
gonna go out there and get blasted by a fucking automobile and then just go out there the next day and get fucked up by a person, you know?
Yep.
Crazy.
Rough life, you know?
Had to be done for Rafa Garcia to bring it home from Mexico.
Yeah.
Which even then, I want to look at these scorecards actually. Yes. Because it ended obviously in KO, but
yeah.
Just wanted to see who was winning prior to that.
Yeah, because I want to say like I had it 1-1 going into the third.
Gotcha. I feel like that's what I remember it as too. Yeah. Definitely a big win for Rafa Garcia in his career. Just a good card to get it on, big finish. So that's very helpful. Just almost 50-50 fighter in the UFC. So to help not get to that point, extend a little further away. Very solid.
2 judges had it 2018 Rafa. The other judge had 1919.
Gotcha.
But fair enough.
All right, so yeah. So even if he lost that round, would have been good in the judges' scorecards, but cements it with a nice finish. Just like one of those. It's like good for Rafa, good, you know, like the card, Mexico, all that. But it's like, you know, wasn't the most meaningful fight. Just kind of 2 guys that have hung around in the back end of the 155 division for a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Potentially you get some
on a 2-fight winning streak though.
Yeah. You want to talk about some dog shit though?
Yeah.
Bro, should they cut Kelvin Gastelum?
Yeah.
Yes.
That I never thought in my life, man, that technically like a prime age Kelvin Gastelum, you know, like 33 years old, that he would fucking edge out a unanimous decision win over Dustin Stoltzfus. Like that is a crazy thought to have.
You want to know what's even crazier? The only round he outstruck him was the second round.
Yeah, this dude came in the biggest barrel that he ever was in his entire career. 5 pounds overweight, man.
I was gonna say 191 pounds for middleweight.
Like that's terrible. Multiple things are funny about it though. 1, him talking about bringing back missing weight with Kelvin Gastelum. That's funny.
Yeah, that happened
pounds.
During fight week. Yep.
2, Dustin Stoltzfus. Yeah, Kelvin can come in at heavyweight. I'll take 30 first. Misses by 5 pounds, gets 35% of his purse. Good on Dustin though, because I imagine that taking and then 35% of his show money is definitely more money than he would have gotten with his win and show money.
Probably.
So it's probably a fair trade overall for him.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just, it definitely shouldn't have been as hard of a fight it was. It's like going into this fight, Dustin Stoltzfus was 3-6 in the UFC.
Yep.
Getting knocked out in 2, subbed in 2, and decisioned in 2.
Yep.
And you had a rougher decision with him than Nursultan.
Yeah. It's I feel like it's about time. It's like 20-10 now overall in his career for Kelvin Gastelum. He's like what fucking he's like 3-7 or something in his last 10 fights, probably like the same fucking record that Dustin is in the UFC overall. It's a rough spot.
Yeah, for sure.
4-6.
4-6.
4-6 in his
Close
last
enough.
10.
Well, that's basically the same, you know, like
Move one number over and you got the same.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's like
before
the
this run, he
D-Rod.
was 10-4 in the UFC.
Yeah. It's like the D-Rod fight having to get moved because he was gonna miss weight in this one. Like, yeah. I would be pretty surprised if the UFC kept him around at this point.
Yeah.
Probably too big of a price tag than what he's worth.
It's like, do you think that he kind of just doesn't care as much anymore? Or do you think that it's just one of those things where he hit his prime early or fighting so early and like just wear and tear on his body has caught up and it's just, you know, like even down to weight cutting where it's like his body can't handle weight cuts as easily. He is also maybe not doing as much to like stay in shape and then just, maybe physically unable to go as hard in fight camps or whatever, even though it's like, he should be in his prime. It's, he's fucking had 25 fights in the UFC that it's like maybe things just caught up to him earlier, you know?
No, yeah, it's very possible. Like people all progress differently and everything, you know what I mean? So it's like yeah, you never know what the actual cause is or anything, but it's like it's definitely everything is not clicking for sure.
Yeah. It's
like you might have won this fight, but I don't know who else you're really beating if this is how you're performing against Dustin Stoltzfus.
Yeah, like
it's like can we trust you to make weight in the next one?
Yeah.
Which I know this one I guess was shorter notice than he's used to, and maybe that's part of the reason why, because he mentioned that in the post-fight interview, but even then, like, you agreed to the weight, you knew what the weight was.
Yeah.
You had a certain amount of time to do it. You knew how much time you had to do it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Just one of those things. So we'll see what happens with him. Other fights on the main card though. Alexander Hernandez, after quick, very nice knockout over Chase Hooper, bounces back very fast to come into this fight on Noche against Carlos Diego Ferreira, gets himself a second round knockout. One of the biggest wins of his career for sure, putting him on a nice streak here. Was that 3 in a row, I think?
I believe 3 in a row.
But
no, 4 in a row.
4. Damn, yeah.
Austin Hubbard,
Kurt Hollabaugh, Chase Hooper, and now Carlos Diego Ferreira.
Yeah,
3 old men and a young buck.
Yep. But easily the best win on the streak for sure out of the 4 of them in CDF. It calls out Michael Chandler afterwards on the mic. I honestly love that fight. I am so down for that. Please book Chandler versus Hernandez.
I'm down for that fight as well.
Yeah, it's like, Hernandez had a rough start, but he's putting it together. Because it's like, on a 4-fight winning streak, before this 4-fight winning streak, he was negative in the UFC at 6-7. He is now 10-7 in the UFC, 32 years old. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, that is crazy. I just didn't realize that. Like, that's where like actually at. Saving himself from fucking losing record and probably getting caught pretty fast, like.
Yeah.
It's still insane. Comes in, knocks out Beneil Dariush, beats OAM, and then just gets completely humbled by Cerrone.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. He was talking so much shit. Day drinking Don.
I'm gonna send your Hee-Haw back into the stables.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's definitely gotten some good wins before, but like, yeah, him versus Chandler, that would be so fucking fun. And that's something too where it's like I feel like he has a very good style to get it done over Chandler. The grappling could end up like, you know, like Chandler can explode with some double legs, take him down, and like possibly beat the shit out of him, and like that could go rough. But like on the feet, Chandler's gonna be using so much energy to try and land
nothing.
Yeah, like to even try to land shots. Like it is going to be rough, man.
Yeah, that movement.
Like, obviously, I know different fighters, but it's like, with this fight yesterday, Carlos Diego Ferreira was landing at a 23% clip, 23 of 98 strikes, because Hernandez was just running circles on him, in and out, landing strikes and out of there, circle, out. Like he couldn't land nothing on him. And Chandler's going to be putting his life behind it, so telegraphed, and he's going to just spin around with all the energy he's putting into it, and it's not going to be good for him. I feel like that is so winnable for Hernandez, man.
Oh, yeah.
Unless, like you said, he does end up getting taken down and then smashed on the ground. Totally possible, but...
Now, my thing. If he can't get Chandler, how do you feel about BSD?
I still feel the same way about BSD, that he has saved his spot the last 2 fights. I feel like he should fight up to get, like, you know what I mean? I feel like he should have a opportunity to fight up.
Right.
But what about Grant Dawson? Grant Dawson probably smashes the shit out of him, though, honestly.
Pretty sure they've already fought. They not?
No.
I don't know why I thought they fought.
Yeah, I feel like Grant probably wins that pretty handedly, honestly.
Yeah, I said that, and I was like, nah, Grant's gonna beat the shit out of him.
Like that, I don't think Hernandez can keep up with that wrestling at all.
He can't.
Fuck, give him Roofy if he can't get Chandler.
Roofy?
Yeah, that could be a fun one.
I actually, unironically, I think that's actually.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I guess, like, you know, especially because obviously even if BSD does deserve to fight up, doesn't mean that there's always open things. And if he wants to fight, then I do think that is a good fight, though, outside of the rankings.
Oh, yeah, because that's, I mean, either way, it's like, it's going to be fun as shit. You know
yeah, for sure.
Because I agree that it's like, like I want to see him fight up. And I know when we were talking about it, like I said, like the loser of Oliveira Fiziev, I feel like would be a good one. But it's like, if they said fucking Hernandez versus BSD that's a fucking banger of a fight.
No, yeah, for sure.
Let's go. Definitely deserves a nice opportunity after that win for Hernandez. And then the first fight on the main card, Santiago Luna versus Quang Lee. It did not last long. 2 minutes, 48 seconds. Quang Lee went out there. Every punch he was landing on Luna was hurt. Like just having him rocked all over the place. And then fucking Luna comes out, left hook, fucking gets the knockout. Finds that comeback victory all within 3 minutes. That shit was didn't expect anything from that, and it ended up being some fun.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy for as long as it lasted. Like you said, just on fucking Bambi legs, and then he ends up getting 2 knockdowns over Quang Lee, and just
insane. Great way to start off the main card for sure, though. Gave it some spirit for sure. Let's go. That is the UFC card from Noche. On the prelims, there was some slightly more interesting stuff going on, right? Depending on how you want to look at it.
Yeah, you could say that.
You could say that.
Ginger, let's start with you today, buddy. What do you want to talk about on this fantastic prelim?
We'll just start at the very top and just say that Dusko proved my point that that even though I do not think he is UFC level, he is still levels ahead of Jose Medina. Striking with him, was doing good, and then just takes him down and quickly just rear naked choke, puts it in real quick, and just taps him out.
That's where it was just like, I agree. Dusko is not good, and he probably shouldn't be here. But I did not think at all that Jose Medina doing fucking Jose. But Jose Medina, like, I did not think that he should be able to win this fight at all. It's like it's where it's like, levels to, and he is regional levels below fucking like.
Yeah.
Just so you know, 12% of Tapology disagrees with.
Well,
Thought Medina should win.
terrible for them.
Why 50% of that 12 went for a decision? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you. But yeah, that was a good win for Dusko.
Definitely.
Very nice, very nice. Kate, what did you like on the prelims? What you want to bring up?
The tough finale was good.
Yes.
Donchenko, he's a lot of fun. He's small at welterweight, which is crazy that 5'11" with a 71-inch reach, like your average build at one point for welterweight is now like small when everyone is 6'1" to 6'3" with like a 76 to 79-inch reach.
Yeah.
So like that's where it's like, okay, that's going to be interesting for the way that he fights because he's super exciting. He said it himself, like, guys, I will do this every time I fight. He throws elbows like they're punches. He is very consistent with them. He definitely loves using his elbows. The knockout itself was really good, just big shots. It was 4 minutes, 27 seconds, and it was just a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see him fight some more.
Oh yeah.
I want him versus Renat next. Let's get it.
Yeah, I want him versus Gastelum next, but same difference.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun, but it's like, the fucking elbows were just ridiculous, and that man just constantly throwing.
Immediately cut him the first one he landed.
Yeah.
We thought the fight was going to be stopped there.
Spot, like right here, just right into the eye. Terrible stuff.
Said that he didn't even want his money, just signing his boy.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I always love hearing that.
Awesome. Great way to start.
Oh yeah. And I guess Tatiana Suarez, she was on here fighting Amanda Lemos.
It wasn't a terrible fight.
Yeah.
It was much better than Amanda Lemos' last fight.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tatiana gets it done, unanimous decision. Grappling was obviously just much better than Amanda Lemos. Struggled late on the feet and looking like that Lemos might be able to get her out of there. Was landing some real big shots, really going for it.
She kind of struggled even with the grappling. It's like she went 3 for 12 on takedowns, but the majority of her control time came from holding her up against the fence.
Yeah.
Like she definitely had a harder time getting her down, couldn't do much with it. Like she landed 70 strikes, but 20 of them were significant. Like she was just
5% to the head.
Yeah.
Just the Tatiana performance,
Yeah. True.
Yeah, 5% equals 1 significant strike landed to the head. That's terrible.
Very nice. But yeah, so we'll see where the UFC puts her, what happens. But good win for her. Good for her to get a fight 2 fights in a year for the first time in forever. So that's nice. And then I feel like if anything, 51-second knockout or a 51-second finish, accidental groin strike, Zach Reese.
Yeah,
that was nice. That was good.
True, we got Todoric's nuts twisted up.
Yeah, that's
so funny, man.
Insane.
And then that super young golden girl, Elise Pereira, that they signed, no relation to Poetan. She's fucking dog shit, bro.
She is not good.
For now, I will I shouldn't say that because it's like she is only 19 years old. She was 5-0 heading into this against really bad competition. So at first I was like, okay, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that maybe the people she's fought does not reflect her actual ability, but it kind of does. And she not that the bantamweight division has a whole lot of people, which almost kind of plays into the point that I feel like they should cut her. Let her go back to the regional scenes and get out of these random ass promotions. Go fight an LFA, Cage Warrior, CFFC, literally anywhere where you can get people with a positive record and some actual
Invicta.
Solid styles. Invicta, sure. Like just anywhere that is notable that you can get good competition and different styles. Like I said, only 19 years old. She can definitely work on some things. She is just not at the UFC level at the moment.
100% agree.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Let's go. That is the most notable stuff from the prelims to bring up. That's UFC Noche. So it's a mid-card. It had some good moments. But one of those things, hopefully they put in more effort next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they'll put in less effort.
Probably. I think the only draft fighters that we had on this, me and you, Ginger, with the head-to-head.
Yes.
Right?
And then,
And then I had Rob Font.
too.
Yeah.
Yep. So I got the win with Diego. Ginger goes 0-2, losing with Jean Silva and Rob Font.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Gets me ahead of him in the draft. I'm happy. Kate was the first one to 20 wins. Ginger, the first one to 10 losses.
Yeah.
I'm the perfect number 2. Speaking of the perfect number 2, Tapology. I didn't come second place, actually. Me and Ginger tied for first place. Kind of crazy.
I was about to say, your Diego Lopes pick was basically a buzzer beater to tie up the game. Because I was ahead the whole time.
Should have gone by finish. Sad.
I feel like if you had gone by finish, you would have gone sub, though.
Maybe, I don't know.
But if you went the round.
Yep.
I doubt he was thinking it would be a round 2 sub.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah. You gotta step your game up, Kate.
Well, you brought up the issue already. I don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, fuck.
Look at these. How am I supposed to care about picking for a fight like Jesus Aguilar and Luis Guru? How am I supposed to care about Aldin Correa and Alessandro Costa? Or even, the women's bantamweight fight. Fucking Zach Reese and Cedric, because I mean, that one was actually a really easy pick. But you know what I mean? It's like Dusko and Medina. I don't give a shit. I don't like... every time I open Tapology to choose, I'm like, oh yes, Tapology, and then I'm like, wait, I don't give a fuck about these fights, and then I have no feelings for it, and then I just choose whatever, and then I end up in last place because I'm just like, I don't care, bro.
UFC start putting on good fights again, so Kate cares to do Tapology. Let's go.
I found it funny that you chose the first fight you said was one you got perfectly right with Jesus Aguilar. You had it by decision.
Way,
it's just funny.
It's just the people, though, like Joaquin Silva put it just,
I get it. I
get it.
No feelings, because even if the main card was good and then you go into your normal prelims of random fights, at least you have that hype of going through where you're like, okay, now the randoms.
Yeah.
But the randoms started at essentially the featured bout, not that Rafa and Jared are random.
Yeah, no, but
to pick.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You started at the top? And then predict. Oh, I start from the bottom, go up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. I always start top down.
Starts at me at the top of the page, so I just work my way down, and then there's a save at the bottom.
Well, let's go. That's Tapology. We did have Canelo versus Crawford yesterday,
which is actually a good fight.
It was. I very much enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. But ends up getting the decision. Closer on the scorecards than I thought it was going to be. Two judges had a 115, 113, 116, 112. But
let's see.
Hey, it's a Canelo fight. At least you got the decision.
I went 0-2 watching that fucking card because I was rooting for Canelo. And then I had an unsuccessful hate watch of Colin Walsh.
Yeah, I don't know why, him fighting some random dude, you're just expecting him to lose, you know what I mean? Of course there are fights that he's supposed to win. You gotta wait for him to fight someone real, a real title or something, Then that's when you watch. He's gotta get to 30-0 or something first, But yeah, it was that next
one.
We'll see. But that was good fun. The one funny thing from the broadcast that I thought was great was I don't know, Terry, but just being like, oh, this could be the most watched fight since fucking Muhammad Ali, whatever. It's
it's not real,
brother. It's there nothing that some regular boxing promoter is gonna do bigger than what Jake Paul, Mike Tyson did on Netflix. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. But yeah, just kind of funny. It's that shit, no shot that's fucking hitting 100 million views or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm sure it won't even be as big as Jake versus Tank, but we'll see. But yeah, that was good fun. Other than that, we got a couple things of fight news for this episode of the pod. Kate. Your girl.
I
She's
know.
back. Taking on my girl. So you know what that means. Angie Hill has got to win.
I'm sorry, but I think that Fatima Klein can beat Angie Hill.
I don't think she can. She doesn't have the skills.
All right, let's split it down the middle. Fatima Klein wins via split decision. I honestly should have gone to Angie.
I don't see that for this one. It's like, bruh, it's a 3-round fight.
Yep.
Fatima has cardio to go 3 rounds where
Nope.
it's okay.
I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. Just keep going.
It's like Angie is 40 years old. She
Yep.
is still doing the damn thing. But we can see that age is caught up even a little bit where it's like, yeah, she slows down in the 3rd round.
No.
It's why she loses so many split decisions. All right, you could stay delusional.
I'm sorry. That's why I said don't listen. Just
okay, but it's like yeah, like she loses so many decisions because she absolutely slows down towards the end. She like, you know, even if she's still going, it's like the body language, it's everything. It's like Fatima is active, she is aggressive, she will mix it up with the striking, with the grappling. She is not like super phenomenal, but she is well-rounded and very good. And I think that she has better skills than Angie. That I don't know if she's going to finish Angie, but I think that she can easily win a decision over Angie.
Yeah, I'd definitely be surprised if she got a finish, honestly.
Same. That's why I'm just like, I think that this is like an easy decision win for Fatima Klein.
It's very
Love
possible.
Angie, but she's just kind of basic to the point where I think that Fatima is not going to have issues with her.
It's very fair. It's the most likely outcome, but I love Angie, and I hope she can go out there, just prove that old tough vet, the savviness can get it done, and yeah,
that would be awesome. But I just don't see it. I love Angie too, but this is just, I don't know.
This is not the fight.
A rough one. Yeah.
1st round flying knee knockout.
It's like, I'm sorry, but with her losing the decision to Yasmin Lucindo especially, it's like, I think Fatima's better than Yasmin, you know?
Probably. Let's go. When's that fight for again? I don't know if you have it up.
November 15th. It's on MSG.
Gotcha. Oh, very nice. That's a nice addition to that card. Let's go. Macy Barber taking on Karine Silva. I was pretty surprised to see this announced for Macy going from Erin Blanchfield, ranked in the top 5, to Karine, who is ranked like 10 or something right now.
She is ranked
number 9.
Number 9, yeah.
But yeah, so I just thought that was a little bit surprising, but it's also one of those things where it's like Macy hasn't gotten a win in over a year at this point, and her last win is Caitlin Seminara, who is no longer ranked, and the wins before that is nothing really anything that good or impressive. So it's like should probably, it's just good for her. Just fight back in the rankings, just someone that it's probably a more winnable fight, and just get that confidence back, get another win more recently underneath you, you know, and then get into the top mix of fighters.
Yeah.
Hopefully her health is okay.
Yep.
Because I feel like that's like, oh, I didn't even realize that this was actually booked for the
3/23
December pay-per-view. Yeah, 3/23. But it's like, yeah, obviously just been having a lot of big stuff going on with her health issues that it's just like, bro, that just happened earlier this year where you were back in the hospital and seizing for trying to make weight. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's from, well, May 31st, so it might as well be June to December, but it's like, are you going to be okay? Can you make it?
Yeah. I feel like that's probably just one of those things where, like, you know, obviously just don't know everything that's going on, but I just wonder if it's like, just kind of they can do whatever to make everything good, but now it's just gonna be like a
matter of going through the motions and see if your body actually handles it.
Exactly, yeah, and just not knowing. So I feel like if there's any sort of problems on this one, she's probably just gonna retire, and that's gonna be it. Like I you know, it could be one of those things where she is young, so she could be gone for a couple of years and then maybe try again, you know. But it's
like she's 27 and we see her when she's like 30 type shit.
Yeah, but yeah, like if she, like you said, just having all of that this year and now is trying to fight again 6 months later, based, you know, like it, you should probably not fight like that. But yeah, so that was honestly something when they got announced, kind of forgot about and wasn't thinking. But
that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, bro, like that was only a few months ago, and this is in a few months.
Yeah, so we shall see how all of that plays out, if it does at all, which hopefully it does. Definitely don't want her to be going through anything. But the last one to bring up, big heavyweight fight, top 15 ranked contenders, Sergey Spivak taking on Shamil Gaziev. How you motherfuckers feel about this one?
I hope Sergey wins.
Yeah.
You hope who wins?
Sergey.
Oh, same. Good. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
I feel like he is good enough to beat Shamil.
Yeah.
Like, I know Shamil is solid.
Yes.
And his only loss is obviously when he had no business in a 5-round fight against Jar Jar.
Yeah.
But it's like, since then, it's like, you know, the decision went over Dontel Mays and then knocking out fucking Thomas Peterson. I feel like Sergey is definitely like a big jump from those two.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel bad because it's like, I feel like it was him versus Waldo that I thought he should have won, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like he shouldn't be on a 2-fight losing streak, and I feel like he should have beat Waldo in that decision, but whatever.
Yep.
That I think he should. I feel like he can get the win over someone like Shamil.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Like you said, just such a big step up in competition. Like, Sergey has been fighting some of the best heavyweights in the world for fucking probably close to a decade in the UFC at this point, if not a decade.
Yeah.
So it's like,
14 fights in the UFC, only 30 years old.
Yeah, like, this dude has fought so many more people that are way better than Shamil and like the people that Shamil has fought. So it's like, I definitely should be able to go out there and get it done. I'm probably going to go out there and try and take him down, get a sub. But definitely could be the chance where, just because Shamil is going to be bigger than him, right?
That's what I was just going to check. 6'4" with a 78.5-inch reach is Shamil, and 6'3" to a 78-inch reach. So
okay,
So same size essentially.
Yeah,
it's one of those
taller,
things.
half-inch reach advantage.
Yeah, one of those things where, like, in my head, Shamil feels like a much bigger heavyweight.
But
than
it's
him,
because
honestly.
he has so much more weight on him.
Yeah,
as to where Sergey is not like a huge heavyweight like that.
I mean, their
Where it's
last
like, his last weigh-in was 260 to Sergey's last weigh-in at 251.
Yeah.
Which I know is only 9 pounds, but
Yeah.
shit, I guess, the way it carries.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely the way it's being carried in this
Oh,
case.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that should be a good one. Excited. Let's see how that goes and see what kind of movement we get in the heavyweight division. But that is it for this episode of the podcast. Nothing else to talk about. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will catch you motherfuckers in a week previewing UFC Perth.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing next week.
Yep. Very sad. So Kate's birthday fights it is. Let's go.
Oh.
Peace out, everyone.